Streetwise Intellect Productions.
What's happening, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Bubble Podcast, your new home for Bay Area talent, presented by Streetwise Intellect Productions. I'm your host, Mr. Reed the Realist, and this is another episode of Views and Opinions entitled Ignorant Hypocrisy. Y'all know I like to jump straight into the topics with these views and opinions, but let me put this little small disclaimer out there that I am not intentionally trying to hurt anyone's feelings. It is not my intentions to maliciously attack anyone for the way they feel or the way they express themselves. This is merely my opinion, which we are all entitled to as human beings on the face of this planet. So, I don't know where to begin, so I'm just going to jump into the hypocrisy part. So, it's funny to me how life events that unfold around you are kind of centered around your train of thought. So what I mean by that is, like recently when I was coming up with topics that I'm about to talk about this Saturday, I was thinking about the hypocrisy and it's like how ignorant everything is going on around me, and it's like, damn, the next few days after that, that's all I was experiencing. Like, for instance, I had placed a couple comments on some Instagram posts. Man, do you know that those things are still getting replies to this day? I think that was like a week ago. Still getting like paragraph replies. And I'm all for it. I'm all for an intellectual debate, an exchange of dialect, something that we can both parties, that is, grow from if we're engaged in this conversation with each other. Now, when it comes to people just speaking and spewing their opinion, and they feel like they're walking around like they're speaking for a whole society, that is so stupid to me, man. How the hell can you speak for a whole society with your one meager opinion? Can somebody riddle me that? How does your meager opinion speak for a whole society? Now, let me speak about this post before I get sidetracked. Now, the post that I'm talking about in particular had a gentleman speaking, not negatively, but not really against, but he was a little contrary to the philosophies of the late Kevin Samuels. And Kevin Samuels is my man. I look at his videos still to this day. I like the way he approaches things. I like the way he was approaching things. I like the way that he was trying to bring forth an awareness in the black culture, and he did that. And for someone to speak against that, I have no problem with. But if you're not substantiating your opinion with some type of facts, you sound dumb to me. I'm a logical thinking person, and there are a few logical thinking persons. Shout out to those people that be liking my posts and commenting and feeling me when I be speaking up for the peoples. But there are logical thinking people out here that do not go off of feelings, man. It has to be logical. So when I had said a comment, I mentioned a comment, I was really respectful. I try to be respectful because I don't want to get flagged by IG and none of that stuff. So I try to be super respectful with my comments, but I be straight and frank. So as I said a comment to the contrary of what he was speaking on, and then also quoted something he said to prove my point of him being contrary to what he's saying, I got all kind of mixed emotions, and it was one response. This is where the hypocrisy comes in. It was one response to my comment where someone asked me, what is it I do? Am I an engineer? And it just so happens that yes, I am a licensed contractor in the state of California since 2012. But that has nothing to do with that. And I stated that. I was like, that has nothing to do with that. Now, why is my livelihood being questioned because I had an opinion on somebody else's opinion? I mean, that's part of the hypocrisy I don't like. Then it comes into like, oh, I don't have the right to question somebody's illogical opinion when I'm stating facts with mine. I don't get that. But then the whole point of me putting a comment on is because he put a post up saying something about Kevin Samuel's opinion. So where does this cycle, where does this hamster wheel of cycle of feelings end at? You know what I mean? I don't even know where it begins. I'm gonna keep it all the way solid with you. I don't even know where it begins. Where does this feeling stuff come in at, man? How does feelings over facts work in your world? I don't get that, man. So that's where the hypocrisy comes in at. So it's like you're trying to start a debate and an argument with me for speaking about words that this guy spoke on, but his words are speaking on Kevin Samuel's words. You see what I'm saying? Do y'all see what I'm getting at? What the hell, man? Your hypocrisy is causing your feelings to make you look like a dumbass on some real. I mean, what does somebody's past or lifestyle or livelihood have to do with them giving an opinion on something? Are you a policeman, but you have an opinion on policemen? Are you a judge? You have an opinion about judges. Are you a politician? You have an opinion about how the government works. Y'all need to get off your high horse, man. That hypocrisy stuff. You can have an opinion, but it's about me having an opinion. That's stupid, man. That's stupid. Shut up. You just talking to be talking, man. Shut your ass up, man. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Straight up. I hate hypocrites. I hate hypocrites, bro. I hate hypocrites. You sound like you're trying to come and be a champion for somebody like they're being attacked. I mean, if somebody says with all due respect, if they preface their statement with all due respect, no disrespect intended, what the fuck you think they mean? How the hell do your feelings come involved with that? You know what I mean? That's hella stupid to me, y'all. That's hella stupid, man. We need to come up off of that, man. Where the hell? Where the hell did it? What generation took that turn? You feel me? Oh, I feel this. I feel that. That's stupid to me. That's stupid. Everybody has a fucking opinion, man. Period. Get it in your head, man. Everybody's different. Everybody looks at the world different. Everybody has a life that is different. Stop being a fucking hypocrite, man. Shut up. You can voice your opinion, but they can't. Shut up, man. You know, I had went through that with another post too. I can bring that up with another post. It was this is actually, I could tell y'all what this one was about. This was about my man, Redman. Anybody that know me know I'm a big ass fan of Redman. Redman is the one that really got me into rapping. But somebody did a real good post, and they had said something like he top 10 and all this, and I said something. Yeah, I said something. In fact, yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree he up there, you know. But he had lost me with a certain album. And man, do you know, it's a mix. It's mixed. I got like 35 likes on there, and then I got like 20 fools that be trying to hit me up talking about, oh no, whoop de whoop was trash. This is this, whoop de whoop. Here's where I don't like debating with ignorance. All right, this is the ignorant part. Here's the ignorance. I am bringing up my opinion. I'm stating my opinion. I'm stating why I have this opinion. Like bringing up, when I say substantiating, I'm bringing up stuff. I'm quoting lyrics, I'm quoting songs, I'm doing this, and I'm like, okay, I don't see this happening on this album, whatever. Wouldn't it be a logical argument to come back and be like, hey, nah, man, on this one, he had this. That's logical, right? I know I ain't no damn fool for thinking that's logical. But now for somebody to be coming back at me and be like, oh man, what the whoop was trash. Talking about what I liked was trash and this album was the best. And I'm like, and then laughy face emojis. I got my feelings right there. I ain't gonna even lie. I got my feelings. I'm like, man, I had to send back a reply like, what the fuck do these laughy face emojis mean? Is your opinion better than mine? It doesn't, the ignorance doesn't make sense, man. We never get nowhere with this ignorance and this hypocrisy, man. Stop acting like you're talking for a whole group of people, man. Have your own opinion. If you have your own opinion, have something to substantiate your opinion. Why do you have that opinion? why do you adamantly feel that that is the truth to you? That is a normal adult conversation, man. Feelings ain't got shit to do with none of that. Get it up out of your head, please, man. Please. This has got to stop. This ignorant hypocrisy. Shut up, man. Sometimes don't nobody want to hear your half a penny worth of advice or your half a penny of an opinion, man. Shut your ass up. Go sit your ass in that corner somewhere, man. For real. Don't nobody care about your feelings, man. Stop mixing your feelings with logic, people. Stop it. Stop it, because you start looking real stupid. So now I'm about to get back on another point of this hypocrisy, man. This has been another subject that I wanted to talk about, man. You goddamn vegetarians and vegans, y'all get off your high horse, man. Get off your high horse. Man, you wipe your ass after you take a shit just like everybody else, man. Hopefully. But check this out. I don't like the way that people be trying to speak like their way is the way, man. You know what I mean? And trying to shame anybody else for doing some other stuff, man. That is ignorant. Stop being ignorant. Now, let me show you the hypocrisy part of this, vegans and vegetarians. It's not all of y'all, man. You know, and I hate generalizing stuff on my show. I do. I really do, guys, man. I really do, guys. Man, but I'm about to speak on this one. So, speaking on those events that come following your thoughts, your train of thoughts that you have for that time of the day. This is one that really I had a conversation with. I'm glad he was my friend, you know what I mean? But he was a vegetarian and he's my friend. And it's every time that I had these conversations with vegetarians, it always ends bad. But that's why I'm saying I'm glad he was my friend. So anyhow, this is the conversation we had. You know, he spoke on how he doesn't eat meat anymore. He stopped eating meat, blah, blah, blah. And because it's a life, right? All right. That was his thing. And I let him speak, man. I give everybody their time to speak, because it's not like I want to overtalk you. I want you to finish your train of thought so I can say mine. And we had a good exchange of dialect, but I can see it in his eyes. He's like, when people get backed up into their corner, they have no answers for this. They're like, man, you know what I mean? Frustration. That frustration kick in and the feelings kick in, man. Man, that shit right there is hilarious to me, because it's visible. It's visible. But anyhow, I started asking him questions. I was like, oh, so you don't eat meat because it was alive? He said, yes. I said, okay. Plants aren't alive? And he looked at me, and I was like, do you have to feed plants? Do you have to water plants? And he's hesitantly answering the questions. That's how the conversations always go with you vegans and vegetarians. Y'all never want to answer the questions straight out, but y'all want people to answer your questions flat out when you ask them. Quit the hypocrisy, all right? And then let me get into some more hypocrisy about y'all. So I asked him this, and this is a general conversation. I always ask this stuff. I'm like, so plants don't live? So do plants need a male and a female to be created? And he reluctantly took a breath and was like, yes. I'm like, okay. So let me ask you this. You know, we was going back and forth. So man, it's not my intentions to paint anybody into a corner. It is just my intentions to make people think logically, because that's what I do. So when you say something to me or around me and you give me a chance to speak on it, I'm speaking logically. So anyway, let's get back to the conversation. So I asked him, do plants move? Do they grow? All right, so they grow, right? And then I asked him one last question. I was like, let me ask you this one last question. I see you getting frustrated. I was like, can plants die? And he looked at me. And he said, yeah, but it's different. It's different. I say, hold on. You can't put stipulations on life, man. You can't put stipulations on life, because if you do that, then you have to do that with animals as well. You see what I'm saying? Hypocrisy goes into the feelings that makes no sense to me, man. So it's like, okay, it's different with plants, right? You know, we got to grow plants, you got to water plants, you got to take care of plants, you got to feed plants, and they react to sunlight and they react to music, and then they can die, but they're not alive. And he was like, no, that's different. And I was like, okay, so in my logical thinking, humans are different from animals, right? That's different. You see what I'm saying? No one never can really answer these questions, man. And the hypocrisy really gets me upset and really gets me mad. And that's another reason why I'm glad that he was a friend of mine, because I was able to walk away from that without being really mad or upset, and still see him later on that day, and we were still chopping it up. But that hypocrisy, guys, it has to stop. Y'all think that y'all right, and you have no substantiation behind your opinions or your inflated thought or vision of what you think should be the way. That's stupid, dumbass, man. That's ignorant. Stop it. Stop it, man. Learn how to communicate your views. Learn how to communicate your standpoint with other people. Learn how to substantiate it without being all butthurt because they say something against what you feel like the whole world should be thinking. Get out your goddamn feelings, man. Grow up. Learn how to have a conversation without arguing and loud talking and getting mad and trying to point fingers and turn stuff around and what about this and what about this? No, man. Listen to the point, man. Listen to the point. Listen to the points that are trying to be made, all right? Cut the hypocrisy shit out. If somebody pointing out that you're being a hypocrite, think about it, man. Shit, don't be just trying to be quick and be like, oh, nah, man. Trying to bark and bite their heads off. That's stupid. Stop that, man. Stop and think about what it is really what grounds are you standing on? Why are you standing on that ground, man? And if somebody has something to say against that, how are you going to react? Why are you always ready to fight like, oh, somebody they done cut your fucking wrist or something and now you ready to kill everybody? That's dumb. Cut that out, all right? Especially black people, all right? Black people, we got it bad, man. We got that ignorant hypocrisy bad. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. Learn how to talk. Learn how to listen, first of all. That's where it all starts, because when you listen, you understand where people are coming from, and then you can better formulate your questions. That's where the dialect comes in. All right? Stop. I mean, and when I say, when I was like these fucking vegetarians and all that, man, yeah, I mean, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. But, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Just explain to me why yours is better than mine, because that's the way y'all walk around this motherfucker. Y'all walk around here like y'all just better than everybody else. Oh, I don't eat meat no more. I don't eat anything that had a mother and a father. Oh, I don't eat anything that was living. What the fuck? You sound stupid. You sound dumb. All right? So stop that, guys. Stop feeling like you're speaking for a whole society. Stop speaking, you sound dumb. It's ignorant. Stop it. All right, I'm not going to go any further because I see my time limit coming on. I appreciate you guys for listening to this rant and rave of views and opinions by Mr. The Realist. Thank you, man. Thank you. This episode has been called Ignorant Hypocrisy, and you have been listening to the Bubble Podcast, your new home for Bay Area talent, presented by Streetwise Intellect Productions. Now I got another show coming up, probably another 7 days. I'm about to start trying to do these views and opinions probably every day, guys. That's what I'm trying to get into, and do at least one every weekday or something like that, and then do one on Saturday. So just bear with me, guys, and just keep listening to these things. Until the next episode, I'm Mr. The Realist. I'm out of here. I love you guys. Peace.